I don't want to see him anymore.
Literally, my stomach drops when I see both of them on here.
I don't want to see it.
And they're trying to look all fancy. He's got a turtleneck on. What's going on here? Like, what are you, Steve Jobs?
Not the turtleneck.
He's busting. Who wears a turtleneck? Hi.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And this is Memory Ash.
And we're watching the Ultimatum South Africa. We're reacting to the whole episode 8.
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
Which I think is the last episode before
yeah.
they pick who they're going to be with.
So they're moving this a lot longer. It seems like they did like a week per episode with the trial marriages, and it looks like they're doing 3 weeks and 2 episodes for the return. Granted, there's one fewer couple, and we kind of know how the tables are set right now. Doesn't look like a lot of people are going to be getting out of this in one piece.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, or relationships in one union, I guess.
The only one that I'm confident in at this point is Courtney and Aiden.
Yeah.
And I'm not confident Aiden is going to get his together and actually propose.
That's the problem. I think like relationship-wise, they seem unified, but...
He had the opportunity to buy her a gift, and he couldn't even write her a nice note.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if that's where we'll probably barely see what happens, though, because that's not where the drama is.
That's
right?
true. We did find out last episode that Isaac has what looks to be an engagement ring that he intended on giving to Ruth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not sure where that's gonna go.
Yeah. Maybe to the pawn shop.
Proposal has been ruined.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, because the point that you bring a ring out and you say, this is why I'm here, it feels like it's not going to happen.
No, yeah, it doesn't feel like it
Yeah,
is.
and I think that's for the best. I think I hope them both luck in finding a new love.
Yes.
Because I do not think they are getting proposed to at the end of this.
I also really hope that
Engaged.
Ruth isn't like harboring feelings for Nola, and I really hope
I don't think
they
she
don't
is.
end up like...
If we see them together at if they even talk after the show's done filming. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Ultimatum. We're actually here to watch it, and I think y'all are dying to see what happens. So
let's do it,
let's
baby.
do it.
Seeing this ring makes me think that Isaac is like, yeah, you f***ed up.
That's what it feels like.
I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's
that is
exactly
what he was doing.
it seems like.
I can try to peacefully have the conversation with him.
It's almost like she felt like he didn't appreciate her, didn't want to be with her, so then she was doing stuff that was really vindictive.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I was. Look.
You don't know how hurt I'm feeling, but aren't you realizing that I actually keep coming back to you?
He did.
He does.
Despite what happened, she's still in my mind. She's still in my heart.
Ugh. I think when it's good, it must be pretty decent between them. It's that like up and down thing too.
It's hard though. Some of the stuff Ruth was saying, I hope she wasn't saying it out of anger, but that they don't laugh together.
Yeah.
There's a big thing. She doesn't feel comfortable.
Everything that I did is because of what I thought and what I've been feeling.
She's feeling a lot of regret.
What you could have done is at least let me know where you stand with me.
She felt like it was over, and why not? That's sad, man.
I don't know, and say, oh, Isaac has a plan.
Oh, she's still mad.
It sucks though, because it is like she's sad, but she's also mad at him for not communicating it with her, and now she's mad partly at him. Maybe she's mad at him, even though she should be a little angry at herself for blowing it up, if that's where she's at with it. I don't know.
I do think it's kind of crappy to feel like strung along by someone, and then they're like, well, look what I was gonna do, and you're like, yeah, but how the hell would I have known that?
Toby came to our villa. She brought a gift for Lindy.
This love triangle, it's gonna get messy.
It's already messy.
I think Toby really loves Lindy. Like, she loves him. Maybe if they love each other, they should be together.
Wow. Caesar's handling it really well.
Honestly.
It's kind of surprising, honestly.
I mean, you talked about it. She comes off like bubbly and sort of naive and young and stuff, but she stands up for herself. And I know that she broke down a little bit with Kanye attacking
Who
her.
wouldn't, though?
But it was also very vicious, and it was after the fact.
Whenever I'm with you, and always in a good place, like I feel more fulfilled.
I don't want to hear him talk right now. I could just fast forward through all this.
We haven't really spoken about if you will be proposing to me or not.
Please, God, don't.
But I feel like for us to get to that place, you know what the key issues are?
What are the key issues that he feels like could be handled?
Her personality and character?
So there's a lot of things that need to be patched up between my mom and Kanye.
You just low-key found a way to tell me that that's the one hurdle and that's in the way.
It does almost feel like that, honestly.
What is in the way?
Her repairing the relationship with his mom, but that wasn't verbalized before this. So I don't know. it does feel like he keeps putting up, like, and this next thing, and this next thing. And that's not even really the big thing. Like, she shouldn't be screaming at people and pouring wine on them. Like, to me, that's issue number one.
Him or other people.
Sure.
And he shouldn't be... I would never be in a relationship with somebody that did those things. I would say, not for me.
Nkateko and my Caesar. Have these people committed to each other?
Nkateko, I don't think gives a crap about Caesar, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm misreading it, but he hasn't talked about her at all.
Not once.
I don't really think he cares.
I feel like Caesar's still confused. It hurts me, my man. I don't want to lie. It hurts me so bad.
I do like how they're able to talk about it. And Lindelay's coming out really good. He's literally talking to the guy that his girlfriend is thinking about.
Yeah.
And saying, like, it hurts, but I'm not mad. You know? A lot of the guys are communicating well with each other, which is cool to see.
Yeah, they are.
I feel like in the U.S., a lot of men, and maybe this is just the men they have selected for the show, but I feel like you watch these shows in the U.S. and a lot of men get aggro at each other and start fighting and shit and puffing their chests out. And these guys here are like shaking it out and stuff and like stay away from my girl and joking, but also, you know, like they're handling it so well.
Yeah, they are. And to the cameras, too, they're being very open and honest about their feelings.
Yeah.
Like, this hurt me. This was embarrassing.
It's really cool to see.
It's really nice, yeah.
Tonight, the girls are having a pajama party.
Oh, no, not the girls. Not the girls. No. No. Maybe Kanye will be calm because she's with Nkateko right now. I don't know. Oh, God. I'm so uncomfortable.
I don't want Kanye attacking people. But yeah, you're right. She feels better now, so maybe she won't.
Because she feels on top.
Yeah.
She was threatened before.
Right. And if she's not threatened, then she doesn't need to scream at people.
Are you ready to get married?
Yes, I am. I have little faith in that relationship. I feel like Nkateko is wearing a dog leash.
I don't know if I'm convinced about that now.
I'm not convinced of that either.
I think there are two dogs with leashes, and they're walking each other. I don't know. I don't know.
Sisagel is definitely not ready. She's still wanting to have fun with these boys.
Stop slut-shaming Caesar when she literally didn't even sleep with anybody.
No, she didn't do anything.
And these boys, it was your man.
Right.
And then she's dating somebody else. It's what y'all did.
Dealing with the emotions of what Habi went through, that's the one thing that she's not, you know, facing.
I don't think she's not facing it. I think it's not as easy as he hopes it would be. Because I do think she's thinking about it and talking about it.
Yeah. Some things you just need time, and she developed such a strong relationship with Lindley in such a short amount of time that she needs a while to process it.
Yeah, and Genesis and Toby have been together for so long that for him it probably feels really big, where he's thinking you shouldn't be having these feelings for somebody that short time frame.
Bringing a whole gift into the villa, it really seemed like an FU to me. There was no reason for you to bring it back because I could have also done the same thing.
She dealt with it though, because Toby could say you could deal with it this way, but she dealt with it in a way that was close enough to what Toby was describing, but wasn't exactly what Toby was describing.
Yeah.
They're really kind of quibbling over the fact that they both have feelings for the same people.
Yeah, that's where the tension's coming from.
And you can nitpick the other stuff to death, but it's not what the issue is.
There's like a love triangle around Lindley, basically.
I didn't make it simple for me. I'm like, okay, I pulled up, I bought presents, I did my thing, and then Brad Teddy is on the bed.
Oh, Genesis. Genesis has such a funny way of bringing up tough shit.
I feel like you really treated my girl well, and, you know, I admire her level of honesty.
Oh,
dude, this guy, man.
Oh, he, like, breaks my heart. Because he's so understanding and kind.
Dude. I love Genesis.
Yeah.
He's actually one of my favorite people in the entire show this season right now.
Yeah.
Seeing how he's showing up over and over again.
And he's not taking it out on Lindley.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I'm literally tearing. I'm choked up right now.
It is so cool seeing them work through this shit. That's admirable right there. That's the way a lot of people need to get through their crap.
It's actually like talking about getting engaged.
Yeah, bro. I've seen my ring. What do you mean?
Ruth doesn't even know what to do with this anymore.
Ruth is funny.
She is. She is
so funny.
She knows how to take any horrible situation that she was crying about that day into something funny to bring to the crew, you know? Like, she's the life of the party a little bit.
So who's had sex with their partners?
She wants us to get intimate, and I'm not yet there. I don't want us to go into this because the chick has a nice ass.
I don't think that she's trying to screw him into proposing to her, but maybe she's just really sexual and she wants that connection.
Or it's also possible that she's like, if we get back our sexual connection, he'll forget about what happened with Nola sooner.
Well, and that's what he's thinking is happening, and that's why he's apprehensive about it.
Yeah.
And I get
not necessarily
that fear.
A rush to the proposal, but just because like it'll make him not think about his emotions as much.
He's getting laid, so he's not as worried about it.
Like, what was your reasoning behind giving Nola so much access to you?
I wanted to have the sex.
From a stranger.
He's not a stranger, I was staying with him.
From a random guy.
He wasn't random.
Same as allowing just a random guy to see you naked.
Oh, Ruth is going toe-to-toe with Kanye. Holy shit.
Fight with Ruth.
As much as you feel like Nola is a random guy, then Isaac is the random guy.
Ruth is quick.
She is quick.
She is smart.
And she's not taking the slut shaming from
Kanye.
Oh
no, she's
not it.
For me, sex is giving someone full access to your
just
body.
like letting them see you naked, seeing your every part.
She doesn't
like
care.
Don't slut shame me, lady.
Full access, my ass.
The ass you've been giving.
The ass you've been showing.
Let's leave it. My ass is cute. If you got it,
I've never said I don't.
She doesn't care. She doesn't care that Kanye showed her body to Isaac. She cares that she's passing judgment on Ruth.
Yes, absolutely. That's where the fight is. And then Kanye tries to make it like, oh, well, you have a problem with what you did, but that's not what's happening.
You know the funny thing is Kanye's trying to twist it, but Ruth is just better.
Yeah.
She cannot out-argue Ruth because Ruth is honestly a little bit quicker and a little bit sharper than Kanye is. And Kanye fancies herself top dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What she did was bullshit.
Also, why does it matter? Why does Kanye care what she did? Nola wasn't Kanye's partner. Kanye has no business having an opinion about this.
Someone's going to get wine thrown on them again. I do not want... Oh, my God.
Someone's got it. Kanye's got to fight with somebody every time. Every time they get together, they're fighting.
Well, because she's gonna pass judgment on everybody. And she's gonna look down on everybody. And if they take it, it's all good. If they push back, she never backs down.
The conversation started being on fire, and then she was like, "Hey, I'm rich." I'm like, "That's you being wretched. I don't go around selling my ass so I can buy things."
Isaac's face.
You did very well.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had that in you, but well done in that.
I didn't know you had that in you. Because he's seen her fight too, and he does not want to have anything to do with Kanye at this point.
To tell me everything that happened and to tell me how she actually set Kanye straight. I was like, yeah, that's my woman.
Oh, Isaac! He's so I get that because when it's the car salesman, when you get feisty and you turn shit on and you're just like, no, don't bring that at me. Well, it is so impressive. I get Isaac so much.
When someone else is lying or manipulating or being crappy, and you're able to stand up for yourself in that moment,
it's impressive.
It's empowering for sure.
I think Ruth is like, let's get down, and Isaac doesn't even need sex. He just needs Ruth to lay into Kanye, honestly. And he's like, maybe I propose to her. That's my woman. I respect that. That's cool.
Kanye, let it go.
She'll learn to stop lying about people's names.
No, what I'm saying is...
If that's what she does where she's from, it's not gonna fly here.
I mean, she's from there.
She does this, though. She others people while she's doing it. She calls people ratchet, hood rat, like whatever this crap means to her. She's basically trying to distance herself from other people by saying they're acting wrong and they're not like me. I'm not like them. And we're not from the same place.
For the same crap, practically. The same sorts of behaviors.
Yeah.
You're talking about gradients, and
totally.
And she always has a reason why hers is okay and somebody else's isn't.
We could have been laughing and talking about other things, but an hour about Ruth.
She's revolting.
She's so bothered by all this stuff.
Honestly,
it has nothing to do with her.
I hear what Nkateko is saying here. He's like, you just hold on to shit.
Right.
Just stop obsessing over other people's crap.
Yeah, just let it go.
Do you. Be happy. She could be
happy.
happy.
That's how she got into that conversation in the first place. Is by judging other people, caring what other people are doing when it's none of her business.
She has so much fun judging people. Everybody judges a little bit, but I've never seen somebody hold on to it that much.
It really breaks her down. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's all she can think about. It's all she can do.
Yeah. It's like obsessive, almost compulsive behavior.
I can see a difference in you.
Yeah, so can I.
I see a difference in your confidence.
I think that's been the focus for me, and I think that I'm going to be able to overcome that blockage.
Mentally constipated. Way to get that roughage, Aiden. What? You said blockage.
I like your description of mental constipation.
Yeah.
I think I've had mental constipation before.
I had it when I lost the headphone the other night. I couldn't move on. I was mentally constipated. This is a special report. No, it's not. We're just going to commercials. That's it. All right. We'll see you in a minute.
I have decided that I do want to ask him to marry me.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, that's so sweet.
That's cute.
That's so cute.
There's always a easy relationship or two that they put on these dating shows that you expect them to get married or go through the whole process and it works out okay. And I feel like Aiden and Courtney are sort of the easy yes plant in a way.
I think so too.
I almost feel like Genesis and Toby too, but Toby getting in that love triangle makes it a lot different. Otherwise, I think it would go better.
I think so too, because Genesis is all in with Toby.
Yeah.
Ruth, this is Moses, and this is Benedict, my baby sister.
Oh, she's meeting Samoa's family.
Ruth is my partner.
We finally meet, Ruth.
Yeah.
Even I didn't know you. All about you.
Yeah.
What just said? What was just said?
She said, I didn't know you or anything about you, is what his sister said. Wow.
Okay.
So not only had she not met them,
they didn't even know.
2 years.
It's been a busy 2 years.
He's making f***ing excuses. You can just say, hey, I'm dating this chick. Her name's Ruth.
right.
Like, yeah, I'll tell you about her at some point. But, like, you know, it's been busy.
Our culture, when you bring in someone home, it's because you want to introduce them to the family.
But you are sure of him.
I'm very much sure, yes.
Very much sure of him.
Oh, my God. Are they going to get engaged?
I don't know.
Quality time. Have sex with me. That's all I'm requesting.
Whoa. Ruth.
So I feel like you still want to live your life as a me.
It is true that, I mean, even in a relationship, there's a mutual, I think that's something I struggled with at a point in our marriage, but there's like an us, a literal different person that is you and me combined. Like when we talk, when we're around each other, when we're flowing, when we're driving and stuff. And there's my individual self too.
Yeah.
And I think it's important to have a healthy element of both of those things, but you do need to have the mutual you in order to, I think, develop a really healthy or strong long-term relationship.
Yeah, because then you have mutual goals, you have mutual, hopefully, like interests and things that make you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, super important.
If they do stay together, they'll be two miserable individuals.
Absolutely.
Moses, honestly, I think is calling
Spot on.
pretty well this season.
Spot on, Moses.
Was that his brother?
I can't remember if that's his cousin or his friend.
Maybe it's his cousin. His brother wasn't there.
His brother was there. It was his sister, cousin, and friend, right?
Okay, yeah.
I can't remember who was. I mean, his sister was his sister.
Yeah, Moses is finger on the pulse. Did you see Genesis and Toby in the matching shirts laughing? That was so cute. Oh, and look, they're having dinner time inside their house because they're not trying to make anybody jealous about it.
Takes us back to when we first met, which was on the beach.
Oh, that's so cute. It's a mock beach date. That's so cute.
That is so cute.
The lays and the fronds and everything.
You need to deal with your fear of marriage. Because at the end of the day, we are not your parents.
Oh, his parents got divorced probably.
Yeah, sounds like it. It's just so hard because a relationship can fail too. And that can be as devastating as a divorce, frankly. Like he's already invested in the way that he would invest for it to be really awful if he and Courtney split up. The marriage, I don't think is gonna
change that really.
Yeah,
I agree.
He's still gonna be heartbroken if they end up divorced.
Yeah.
Or separated or whatever.
Maybe we love the idea of being together, but, guys, it's not it.
I think it's a terrible relationship. I don't think either of them are in their best situation here, but they've been together a while.
Yeah. You know what I'm seeing here? I think when I like them, I see them at least getting along, and I like them both individually, but when I think about everything overarching, I don't think that they're a good fit.
No.
But I like them. Before I was very much a Ruth, didn't like Isaac. Right now I like Isaac and I like Ruth.
Yeah.
And I can see there's mess here. I can see there's hurt. I think there's complication. But I like them both.
I do too. I just don't think they're right for each other.
But what you should know is that I really do love you. Yeah.
She says almost begrudgingly, right?
Oh.
Well, I know it's a complicated and tough situation though, right?
The love between Ruth and I. And as laughing, for me, it's a door of a good, positive vibe between her and I going forward.
I don't know, but he's going to see the show where she size shames him and says he's bad in bed, and I just don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. Granted, he's taken an immense amount of heat and dealt with it well.
He has. I don't think that's going to be the deal breaker for him. Is her telling her family he has a small penis.
Oh, look at how cute they are.
I think they do have a really good relationship. I think they are really cute.
That I felt the feeling of losing you. What compels me to want to marry you is just viewing how we found a way to choose each other.
What a beautiful sentiment.
It's such a healthy way to talk about marriage and love too. I think a lot of people have these love at first sight, I can't get away from you type of stuff. And he's not saying that. That sounds like a toxic relationship. I can't get away from you. It's we chose each other.
Yeah.
And we keep choosing each other. That's what love is.
Absolutely.
That's what like a marriage is continuing to choose your partner every single day.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Honestly, Genesis, man.
I know.
You got some like philosopher poets on this season over here.
Still like a piece of me that thinks he's feeling pressured to like marry me.
I don't think that. I don't think he feels pressured. I think he spent the time with Courtney. I think he was like, okay, I very much appreciate what I have. And why am I not wanting to take this next step then?
Like, what am I waiting for kind of thing?
Right. I don't want to see him
Literally,
anymore.
my stomach drops when I see both of them on here.
I don't want to see it.
And they're trying to look all fancy. He's got a turtleneck on. What's going on here? Like, what are you, Steve Jobs?
Not the turtleneck.
He's busting you. Who wears a turtleneck? Only people that think they're really fancy wear turtlenecks. It's true. You had the Theranos lady or whatever.
Yeah. Elizabeth Holmes.
You
can't
Steve
wear a
Jobs,
turtleneck anymore. You can't do it.
You don't want to be in that group.
I always wanted to be with you. You're a wonderful, amazing woman. I know my name means blessing, but I attracted one. You're a blessing in my life.
Can I bash my face into the wall? I don't want to watch them.
I don't understand how we got all the way here with no accountability at all.
Because they're toxic. They're used to that. This is what they do all the time. And he 100% used Caesar, dude. He didn't give a shit about Caesar.
So in that way, she was right.
Yeah.
When she told Caesar that Caesar was being used. I mean, she didn't say it in a kind way at all.
In all of her cruel, horrible things she says to people, there are occasional truths. And I do think that was probably one of them.
I'm very excited to see Caesar, just for closure. And also trying to see whether it would still feel the same.
Oh, he's meeting with Caesar? Does
you
know
bro.
This? I don't want to make excuses for Kanye if Kanye is the one causing all the toxicity.
Yeah, I hear you.
And a lot of people are very protective of Nkateko. Courtney, Caesar, his mom.
I know.
So I don't. Well, the last thing I want to do is like victim blame.
For sure.
And then at the same time, I end up feeling like he's done some stuff that's pretty manipulative.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, is he manipulating the scenario to make it look that way?
There's actually
to people around him.
It's complicated enough for me that I don't feel qualified really to say whether or not he is part of the problem or not.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people will say, no, he is for sure. No, he isn't for sure. And you can feel that way. I just feel like it's so complicated, the dynamic that he's in. And what we've seen happen to him, I would already qualify as inappropriately harmful. It's just, what does he do? What is he getting out of it? What is his psychology in this whole thing? I don't know. He needs a therapist too, probably, honestly.
Because I feel like who you were as a person has imprinted certain memories and experiences that are like, wow.
I just don't know if I believe him, and Caesar's eating it up.
I know, right?
If you don't say yes to Lindile, and I don't say yes to Kanye, do you think there's an opportunity for us to...
Why is he even asking this question? Because I feel like he's going to say yes to Kanye. He's going to propose to her. Is how I feel.
With Caesar now? Like, what?
I know.
Oh no, dude. Too many episodes in one day, my head's gonna explode.
It was 2 and you wanted to do this.
I know, I agreed to it, and then I watched it, and now I need a break. I'm exhausted. People are like, how do you wait and not binge the whole thing? And I say, how do you watch all this at once? I'm so everywhere with it.
Well, because we're processing through the
That's
show
true.
together.
Yeah.
If we weren't, you'd probably just go next episode,
To see what happens.
Because that's what
That's
I've done in
true.
the past for sure. But processing it
Yeah.
together takes a lot more emotional energy for sure.
Yeah, we're doing the hard work here. This is the real deal.
It's really difficult sitting on my couch watching TV, you know?
Well, I get sweaty palms. I get emotional.
Yeah.
You do too.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
I don't know how to feel about it because, okay, the next episode is the decisions.
Yeah.
I do think Aiden's going to propose to Courtney. Courtney will accept the engagement.
Yeah.
Beautiful, wonderful, done. I
Done.
think they seem like a good couple. I don't understand them. They're both very quiet. And
Because you see us, like, we're quiet around other people out in the world, but this is us. This is us.
Right, we're not.
day-to-day.
And they
Yeah.
seem very low key even
Yeah.
together. I think that if Isaac proposes to Ruth, Ruth will accept it. I'm not sure that he will.
Yeah, and I don't think that he should.
I don't think he should either.
I commend him for really trying to make things work and having a lot of
Mhm.
positive things to say, but that relationship's not healthy. And
I agree.
it's sad that it got broken up like this on a TV show, but I think it's best that they let it lie and they find people to match
agree.
themselves better.
Yes.
Or that maybe he prioritizes, because I think like maybe had he prioritized Ruth prior to coming on the show and made her feel more like she was in a relationship rather than a situationship, I don't think any of this would have happened, and maybe they could have been happy together. But also their personalities just don't mesh so well that like
Yeah.
maybe this is just what should happen.
It does feel really strange that he didn't even tell his family he
Yeah.
was dating someone.
That's weird
And
as
then
hell.
he's going to propose to her.
It's very
That's weird.
possible there was some deception involved in that too, where maybe he feels like he has to or whatever. But I mean, there's a difference between meeting family and telling some family that a woman you are interested in even exists. That's a low bar, honestly. And I think based on the way they framed it, that even though they've got some cultural stuff around meeting family, that still would have been acceptable to know she existed. So that feels weird.
It feels strange
Yeah.
for sure.
So I'm happy if they don't get together.
I guess we're just not seeing Nola and Lebo ever again.
Maybe they'll
Maybe
come
the
back on the
reunion?
reunion.
Right.
If people don't just like fight Nola on sight, like has 2 bodyguards walk them in, sit separately. I don't know.
Genesis and Toby is tough.
That's tough.
Because they both seem good together.
I think they might get engaged at the end of this, but we don't see Genesis talking about a ring or dowry. We see him talking about how good the relationship is with Toby, and that's what it was before they came in.
That's true.
So I'm unsure of what he will do. He has not indicated.
The only people we saw though talk about rings are Isaac because of the way that he did it, and then Aiden, who
That's
I think
true.
everyone knows. They haven't
Yeah,
talked
they're the
about
easy choice.
Lindalay. They haven't talked
Yeah.
about Nkateko. They haven't talked about Genesis with the ring
Yeah,
situation.
and Lindalay, I
So-
have no idea what's going on. I think Lindalay hopes that one of the 2 women sees themselves out, so that we I don't mean that in a bad way. I think he's a swell dude so
Yeah.
far, but I think that he's like, oh, if Caesar fell in love with Nkateko, then I would just
Right.
be with Tommy, you know. But if-
I don't necessarily think
Yeah.
Toby is gonna say no if Genesis proposes to her.
I think she'll probably say yes.
I think she'll probably say yes too.
So then Lindalay will just be pining for her potentially. That's
for a
kinda,
minute,
that's
I
sad.
bet he'll move on.
Yeah, he still loves Caesar. It's just it's just a messy. It's a messy.
complicated.
It's what the show's for. Create messy situations, and he got wrapped into the
Yeah.
spider web. Honestly,
And then I can't tell what Nkateko is gonna do with
Oh
Kanye.
my God.
Kanye would clearly say yes if he proposed.
yeah,
But I don't know if he's going to or not because I cannot read him.
I know.
At all.
I can't read him either, and I don't trust people I can't read.
Me
well,
too.
and I've seen enough weird stuff. It's that like it's the feelers of discomfort are being tipped off enough times around Nkateko
Yeah.
that I don't trust him.
I
And
don't either.
Maybe he's not the worst guy in the world. I don't think he's as bad as Kanye in a lot of ways, but he's sus.
I can't tell.
What can I say?
just can't tell with him
Yeah.
like all of it. And
Yeah.
so I don't know then. I don't really think he has any intentions of being with Caesar. I think that conversation at the end of this episode was weird. Yeah.
And then it ends up feeling like he's fishing for validation, or he's trying to make her be an option in case it doesn't work out with Kanye.
Right.
But is it really even? Is it just for the TV show to make himself look good in a way, even though he's kind of not coming off well? I don't know.
I don't like any of it. It makes
Yeah.
me pretty uncomfortable.
what do you like?
Yeah. What do you think?
For real?
Because I'm confused.
Well, we only have one more episode, so we've seen most of it. The only thing you've all seen that we haven't is the proposals. So, let us know how you felt about the show. These 2 episodes, this episode, it was wild.
Yeah, and we'll see you for the decision day.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. You're going to want to see the reaction to the reunion. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. And otherwise, like the video, and we'll see you here for episode 9.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
ridiculous.
Oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're going to go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.